They finally cross that threshold.
I think that's issue
And
3.
they're like, can you fight this space dragon? 2 pages of the space dragon, right? Action adventure shows you what she can do. The next 3 pages are dedicated to her showing Ruthie how to wash her hands. And I'm like, wow, that is something.
That parental skill that King he's bringing real things in, the washing of his hands, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
If we want to talk about that, that's for me one of the key moments of the book, and it's one of the reasons that ever since I read it, like I can't. I read it in even though we hate Amazon, we hate Comixology. They're literally the worst. That's how I bought it. It was on sale for like $1.99 before I went on my trip, so I just bought it and read it digitally the first time, and then was so obsessed with it that I bought all the floppies, but I only bought the variant covers because I couldn't. It sounds weird to say, as much as I love her Bilquis's art, like I couldn't look at her art on the covers because every time I saw a panel or a cover, I mean, even any panel, didn't matter, I would just start crying. And like, so I own all the floppies, but only variant covers because I can't look at Bilquis's art without crying. But a lot of that is, and it's one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this so bad is like, again, that's one of the key sequences for me. And every time I would think about this book, it didn't matter what it was, I would start crying. And it was almost like the first thing I would think of was always the hand washing scene. And I'm like, why is this affecting me so much? And, you know, I'm not sure I've ever actually come to an idea or an understanding of that. But when she's finished teaching Ruthie how to wash her hands, Ruthie asks Supergirl, like, Supergirl says something like, so how does that feel? And Ruthie's answer isn't about the hand washing. She says, so when your planet died, did you go seeking revenge for the people who did it? Or did you go seeking revenge? And Supergirl's answer is no. And so when Ruthie is telling the story, she says, this is the moment that you need to understand for the rest to make sense. But the emphasis, as Gabe says, is 3 pages of her washing her hands, or teaching her how to wash her hands. And there's just something.
Well, she's got.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Gabe.
Oh no, go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted.
What I was gonna say was that there's this contrast or juxtaposition of like in the fact that she asks about asks if Supergirl went on a vengeance quest of her own, with the images of this like really tender, really intimate, really private moment. And I don't know, there's just something about that I've never yet been able to untangle. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah. No, that's great. That moment of kindness is what I took away from it too. Like, she's got all of this anger, and it could very easily be a revenge comic. But Supergirl, without ever stating it, you find out towards the end that like, oh yeah, I'm dealing with this too through Ruthie. Like, they're both on the same quest. And I think for me, the hand washing portion of it told us is before you take any visceral action out in the world, you have to take care of yourself first.